Floor mats for car wash.
Huh?
Floor mats for car wash.
For the PD cars. One of them whole, you could barely see the ground from the inside.
Drive it like Fred Flintstone.
That's what they had been doing, yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the June 8th business meeting in the City of Smith Center, 6 o'clock. I'm going to call this meeting to order. Has everybody had a chance to read the review of the minutes of May 11th? Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? Ty, you always read them. What do you think?
I did read them before I came, and I didn't see anything I wanted changed.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. The move seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Vouchers and receipts in order. Have you gone through those? Any corrections?
Process.
If not, I need a motion to approve the vouchers and receipts.
So moved.
Second? Not me, somebody.
Second.
Move seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We don't have anything in our ongoing previous business. We have Tiffany and Ryan Ritzky here. You may have the floor.
I don't know if you want me to stand, sorry.
Well, no, walk out.
Okay. Well,
No.
I just purchased the Pioneer Building last month, and when I purchased it, Nick Rhodes told me that you guys might be interested in selling that lot right behind it, and I would be interested in purchasing that, but I talked to Brittany about it, and she said that there maybe were some grants being applied for playground equipment, so I guess I wanted to come and see where you guys stood on that little piece of ground behind the Pioneer Building.
Who was in charge of the grants for the playground equipment?
So I believe it was last year sometime that Kim and Jack were working on getting a little pocket park together. Estimates were gotten. We had it drawn up, but it stopped relatively there. We haven't actually applied for any grants yet. So there's not really anything tying it up right now. And we talked to Jack and he's okay with letting it go.
Okay. I would be too, because the last thing we need is another park to maintain.
Absolutely.
My only concern is I know someone else showed interest in that as well.
Yeah.
If we should have
But
that
that
be.
deal fell through.
Oh, it did, okay. Is it required for it to be on open bid since the city is selling it?
No, it's not. We sold a lot over here on the corner that's donated to us, and we tore the house down. It brought 1,500. Would you be interested for that?
15. I guess, okay, here's our other concern is the city's power is on our building. So we kind of wanted to talk about that also.
The power, did you have
So
some, look at that?
I talked to Blue and our initial thought was we were gonna put a pole on our lot. Selling the lot. Moving it's not a huge deal. We can find someplace to go with it. We didn't go sit down and talk about it. We just said, let's let this play out. And
Okay.
it's not a big deal moving it. We got the plugins for like when we had the blow up stuff on the street out here, and we had to have plugins for that. And we have electricity to the Christmas lights for the timer for the Christmas lights on Main Street.
But is that on their building?
Always has been, ever since I've been here,
Where at on the building?
right on the north side, west corner.
And it's gonna be in your way. I mean, you don't want them there.
I don't think I want them there now.
Guy could probably put them on that, if they move the pole, they could probably put a board and put them on the pole.
Is that a possibility?
You mean out on the corner?
Well, is it a transformer pole or a spot pole?
No,
There's
there's
no
right on
pole.
the north side of the building, there's a lot that they're wanting to buy,
Oh,
but
With what you want to do with the lot, would it be an intrusion to put a pole there? It would be.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it there.
We probably won't sell it then.
I know.
We got a place for a pole.
Well, she does have plans
I understand.
We really wouldn't want it there. I mean, if things can go together. And I mean, we can, I know a guy that does boring and whatnot too, that we could bury it along the north side.
Well, the thing too, if the pole goes there, the lot will never sell.
Right.
Yeah.
But I know Brandon is also, you're redoing. There's gonna be changes.
There's a lot of stuff over there because it runs the flashing lights on the four-way and that's all over there too. So we'd have to come over here someplace on this building, just run it overhead, put it over on our own property. Or on your.
Or if they did put a new pole, you know, we could bury it, because it's not gonna take a big conduit to run everything you had. I think it'd be fairly simple, you know, down the road and run it to that pole where it's all going.
Maybe we'll trade some work for a lot.
I mean, whatever, I just, yeah,
I think that's a great idea,
Yeah,
right?
we could, if you could figure out a way to do it, we'll probably donate a lot back to you. Yeah, do that. We gotta have that situation answered.
because I think it goes across the other property too. I mean, if I recall, doesn't it, Rick? Doesn't it, like the pole, doesn't it kind of go aerial across?
It's not on a pole. It's on a board on the side of your.
No,
building.
but the feed to the building,
I
it
don't
comes
know where it
aerial.
comes-
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know where
that
it comes
pole's
from.
to the lot, at least one lot south,
Yeah.
so it's already going aerial across another lot.
Yeah, so we could probably drop back to somebody else's pool. We checked, there's no easement on
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's fine.
The only easement is there because that's been there ever since the building's been there probably. Or
Right, and it's-
electricity.
And that board, that stuff's about to fall off, it's rotten, the power on the north side of the building. So it's gonna fall off.
Well, we'll figure out a solution. Let's do it.
Well, you guys talk about it,
Yeah, we will. We're not that hard to get along with.
neither is she.
I'd rather you guys have the lot.
Yeah. You won't believe it, that lot, we had a building donated it to us. We tore the building down, had to buy another building, put the sidewalk back. We got 10 grand in that lot that was donated to us. So
You love donations.
that's how you can sum up a donation.
Yeah.
So, but we're willing to sell it for whatever, or trade it.
Do we have to decide that tonight
No.
then, or, okay,
No, we'll work with you, Rick will work with you, find the best solution to take care of our problem,
okay.
so it doesn't interfere with what you guys got.
Yeah, because I figured if we can, Brandon and them, once they have a plan where they might be moving the poles, you know, then that's when it could be addressed. That's why
Okay.
there's really no hurry.
Let's get a plan on that and come back and we'll work with you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Council, are you comfortable with all
As soon as
that?
we
Yes,
figure
sir.
out
Yeah.
something, Ryan, I'll give you a call and we'll get 2 or 3 options. So
No problem. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you guys.
Can you tell me when your next meeting is, by the way? Do you do it every 2 weeks?
Second and fourth.
Okay.
Do they bought the
Second,
building?
fourth Monday of every month.
Can we ask what your plan for the lot is that you're interested that we have?
Well, I'm thinking, a store in there, so I don't know if I'm gonna need like a place to store inventory down the road. That's my thought. We've also thrown out just like making it like a garden area. If we do something where people could go out and have drink, we don't know exactly.
Yeah.
All these plans that we have are just kind of morphing into different ideas, but, so it would either be like a garden spot or to put like a building to store inventory in.
Any more
Well, the
questions?
next one west, you already have a building.
Looked at that.
No, I don't.
I know.
You won't go down on the
Just don't put a
price.
storage
crazy.
Yeah.
So, plus then
That's
that,
what I
her
was
lot would
thinking.
still be in between.
Please don't bring a storage container in. We get our ass kicked on them every time it comes up. It's consensus of the council, will work with you and figure out a plan with the power company, so.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? All right. You may fear to go or you can stay for the rest of this meeting too.
Thank you.
All right. Safe travels.
Thank you. We have the water plan update project for Ryan.
Yeah, so he had Shippey come and visit him, and we needed to have this updated, the emergency water supply plan. So
Okay.
Brian and I went in and just made some very minor changes to it. The amount of gallons that the plant will hold. We just need to have one dated for 2026 because they're required to be done every 9 years.
Okay.
So
Do you have to send this to your customers?
that I'm not sure of.
I have never sent it since I've been here.
I just asked you.
Questions, Don?
Nope.
Chris? Everett?
Nope.
Ty?
No, sir.
No.
Tracy?
Nope.
I need a motion to approve that water
So,
Second.
update plan. Been moved, seconded. All those in favor say aye. Motion carried. Property donation from Jay Lyon.
Yes, this is a property, I have a picture of it here, I don't know if you guys can tell where it is, it's on the corner of Third and Monroe. Bernie Johnson used to mow that.
Oh, up here.
Yeah, I sent him a letter that he needed to mow his yard, and he had his attorney call and say, hey, do you guys just want it? He said he would just deed it over to the city if we're interested in it. Chances are we're gonna end up mowing it anyway, so,
Well, we can mow it or put it up for sale.
Yeah.
Corner lot.
yeah. And it's
Where
small.
is Third and Monroe?
up there
It's
on
up
that.
Well,
by
Third.
Western Plains.
Do you know where Larry Thompson lives? It's right across, from
Darla's
Ed's
trailer.
old
From Darla.
trailer, yeah.
So the next problem is you got the Secret's house to the north of that nobody's taking care of either.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Who's got that? Do you know? Is that locked up in a trust? or
That I
It's
don't know.
not in a trust, but there was no probate or anything filed according to Jay's,
406 North Monroe.
because Jay was paying the taxes for a while on it.
So,
So 406 North Monroe is been abandoned, basically?
Yeah, so this address is actually 000 North Monroe, the lot.
Or 400, yeah.
Yeah.
surely after a certain amount of time, we can do something with that, can't we?
Well, if he's paying
Well,
taxes,
If he was paying the taxes, it won't go in a tax sale until it's delinquent long enough.
I ran into a property the other day that the taxes haven't been paid since 20 and have been on tax sale.
Yes.
6 years in arrears. That's crazy.
So did you say Jay pays the taxes on that Seacrest property also?
Oh, that I'm not
He
sure of.
was, but he's not anymore.
So it's gonna be delinquent pretty quick.
Well, yeah. Land bank property. What we'll probably need to do is schedule a land bank meeting for next meeting to accept the property into the land bank.
You wanted to go into the land bank?
Yes.
Just getting those out of the land bank can be difficult.
Do we have to put it in?
No, I say we don't, but.
Yeah.
That's what I would say too, because there's a lot of stipulations to get a property out of the land bank. And I don't see people going through that to get this small of unless they're gonna buy the house too, which,
That's why I thought we'd put the land bank in action to take care of our vacant properties.
Sometimes hindsight's a lot better than.
But if it doesn't have back taxes, why would you gain anything putting it in the land bank?
yeah,
Right.
you
That's
wouldn't.
true. That's true.
Another thought, before someone donates the property to you, you wanna make sure that this person doesn't have any personal liens, because that will go with the property whether they donate it or not. So if this person has a state tax warrant out there from 2005, it will still attach to this, and then that will be the city's issue. So a title search would be able to tell you
Okay.
whether or not there's anything holding it up.
Well, I think we ought to check into it and do a title search like you do a piece of real estate works.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think Colliers charges like $225 per parcel to do that.
I think that's very reasonable.
So you want me to look into getting a title search for this and then reaching out to his attorney and saying we take it as long as everything goes
Yeah,
good?
if he wants to write up a deal contingent upon clean bill. clean
Yep.
title.
Can do.
Council, any grants,
Yeah,
ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, have we heard anything about the house on Jefferson that's been abandoned for years? Red's old house.
Oh, God.
That's still in his name. That property was also never put into a probate or anything like that. So it's gonna have to wait to go on the tax sale before it can be.
I thought his sister Cindy was taking care of those properties.
No.
No.
She hasn't paid any of the taxes.
Does she claim to anything?
They haven't wanted anything to do with it.
Okay.
I think they went and got what they wanted out of the house as far as the family goes, and then that was it.
I think we need to keep active on, if they don't want anything to do with it, have them, ask them to donate it or something, because neighborhood wants it cleaned up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How long ago was that we passed away? 3 years, 3, 4
I
years?
would say at least that.
We just looked it up. He's not very far away from being eligible for a tax sale.
I think maybe 2025's taxes would put him eligible,
Yeah.
but they won't be doing it yet till September.
I was like, we're very close.
Whatever happened with the Green property that we were talking about tearing down? Up on Park Street.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple complaints about that.
I have too.
Grieve,
Up in Kansas.
a big two-story house on a corner.
Wait, there's signs up, right?
Yeah,
No
they,
trespass. Did we put those on there, that no trespass?
no, the Emily and her cousins came down and did that. Letitia.
God.
I just talked to Emily on the phone because I sent her a letter about the yard. And initially, from what I understand, when you guys talked about getting that property taken down, the family still wanted something to do with the house, so they were
Right.
not willing to work with us. The family is no longer interested anymore.
Get it condemned.
Yeah, but it is in Carla's name still, and Russell's, and Carla's passed. So there will be, it's just like any,
So the stuff,
it's gonna take some work to get it out of their name.
so the stuff that's been done to it already is just vandalism?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I thought somebody was going in there and maybe trying to,
They came back and when they put the signs up, they put plastic on those windows that were knocked out, but, you know, with everything.
and I think that would be
Yeah.
when you go hunting in there. Well,
There's some critters.
That's another property we need to stay active on.
really active.
Yeah, I've had a couple complaints on that.
Corner lot, busy street, new house right next to it.
We gotta stay active on it. Would you entertain council sending that particular owner another letter to say, we need action on this property? You have an ability to donate it to the city or auction it off.
So technically, the only person that can make that decision is Russell, and he is not accepting my mail. I've certified mailed him, and it just keeps coming right back to us.
Where
So
do you live?
I would have to double check Hoxie, I believe.
You guys wanna make a road trip?
I happen to know law enforcement, Roxy.
Everybody knows
Give me
the
an
real
email
one,
address, I'll
Roxy.
send him a letter. Have it
knows
dropped
the
off.
Win my wedding.
Yeah, wonderful.
Certified goes by mail, registered letter goes by law enforcement.
Mhm.
If we have to do that,
Yeah, because they've been mowing it for I don't know how long, and we just keep adding money to their tax roll.
there you go.
So,
I'd say draft, I would say have Tabitha look at a letter to put some teeth in it and have a road trip and have it hand delivered.
Okay.
Put a time frame on it. Council and agree.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything done.
That
like
needs- that
Well,
needs to
we're
come
dealing
down.
with a guy that's like that guy from Italy on one of our downtown buildings. He just decided to not. So we have to be proactive to get this thing resolved.
he got it in Shirley's will, I believe, so he's the grandma that lived there forever, Shirley Robinson, so.
It's a nice look.
Yeah.
Good
it
size.
is. Okay.
More donation stuff. Hey,
Uh, on-
Lori.
on-
one more?
Okay,
Oh, sorry, I was just moving on.
my request is a month from now, put it on the agenda to do an update on these properties, bring it before us. So we don't just kick it down the road and not review it.
Yes, we give him 30 days.
But we need to keep talking about these properties every, once a month, I think, through the summer here.
Okay.
Make people push them to do
You know,
something.
you drive around town and you look at some night and oh my God.
And then junk.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, and you've got two homeowners that live, one lives north and one lives west, that I think had tried buying that property.
Mhm.
So they might still be interested, maybe.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be interested in taking it down now.
Well, I suppose
Well, if they'd be interested in fixing it up and start fixing it up.
You can't fix
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I don't think, I think
It's
that's
gonna have to be torn
one of those unfixable ones.
But if they were looking to buy it, obviously they would tear it
Yeah.
down.
Right, they would have to.
That's what they were wanting out of
Right,
there.
and that would be the best case scenario, so we would have to.
What you guys were talking about, the animals and stuff that's in there and everything, that's what,
So they, but both parties,
I think they, you know, from what I got from one of the parties I was talking to, they both were interested in maybe
be nice if it
going
was just
together
one.
or buying it.
I was gonna say, be nice if it was just one party.
Unless the lots are split this way, then you could do 2 and 2.
Oh, I doubt that corner one.
I think they just.
Depending on how they
I think it's
go.
more or less get rid of the
Get rid of the
eyesore right
building, yeah.
now, so.
And the rodents, yeah.
What a match.
The owner of the property may be more willing to work with a private party transaction than the
Exactly.
city sending nasty letters to them. Not that we're doing anything wrong, it's just, it might be.
Yeah, we're due diligence. I mean,
They might be more receptible to that.
that's a good idea. If the party to the north would get a hold of the guy, hey, would you like to sell that? Not even go through us, because we're the
Yeah.
big bad guys.
I think the letter needs to be sent, that you guys are gonna, you know, he's gonna have to do something with it. So maybe he'd be more sensible to.
Sell it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Could I put in there that we've had people that are interested in to reach out and we could put them in contact with a potential
Yeah,
buyer?
that might be.
We gotta have, we gotta push this.
And then we'll at least make contact and maybe we can get a phone number or something to stay in contact with him.
Let's draft a letter and see what. That concludes those properties. Is there one more?
We got lots of property stuff in this pile, but
Oh, okay.
it's the week to talk about lots.
Okay.
The next lot, I guess if you want to go, this one was added after the fact. There is a lot down on South City limits. That is just south of where Booger lives. Shandy Shelato owns this property here. This is Kevin Criley's property. Mickey is interested in purchasing this. He wants to put up some sheds to park his lawnmowers.
Okay.
Some carports. Yeah.
Is that address 619 South Lincoln?
Yes.
So why is it bringing it to us? Oh, it's my-
We own it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the city
it's
owns
ours.
it. Yes, the
It's
city owns it and he likes the placement of it. See if you guys are willing to sell it to him.
Yay. What you willing to offer?
He did not say.
I believe we tore that house down, we bit that bullet, tore the house down.
That's where
10 years
Old Spec Farm used
ago.
to live.
We've been mowing it for a long time.
Probably 25 years, something like that.
No, there was a Cox man and woman come from Texas that bought the house across the street and they bought that. That was the last owners of it.
Taxes are all up to date and everything.
City
Yeah,
owns
the
it.
city owns it, so we've been, yeah.
City owns it.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be on tax sale, we get it right back.
Right back.
Shall we offer to make it for 1,500?
I think the less property we own in the city, the better.
I
Yeah.
100% agree.
1,500, I'm good with that.
Offering 1,500.
Are you-
Consensus of the council,
Take
offer
1,000.
1,500?
Huh?
Consensus of the council? Yes,
Okay.
Don?
Yes.
1,500, Chris?
Yes.
Are you wanting to have contracts for these? Are you wanting to do
Yes.
quick claim deeds?
We probably better go through title.
Okay, get title insurance as well?
We're certain we don't have to do bids on this stuff, is that right?
Well, that's what I'm not sure. From what I understood,
That's a
if the
lovely
city offers something up for sale, it has to be an open bid. Just like accepting anyone's contract for business to do labor for us, we have to have more than one bid. So I was under the assumption we needed to, but I could confirm that with Tabitha before we make any final
I would.
decisions.
Well, if that's the case, we'll just
When
have
we
an
sold the
auction,
lots
auction
on-
them off.
Yeah,
On Monroe Street, we did a closed,
Sealed bid.
they made a bid, sent it in, and I there got it. We own 3 of those lots on Monroe.
I know, we've sold them before. We sold them privately too. I was never aware we had to sell them.
Yeah, my concern is that if someone else was interested in these lots and we did not open them up, that will be put in the paper that they were sold to them outright. You could have someone angry instead of
All
going
right, we'll
through,
just
but
auction them off.
I can confirm that with Tabitha, she will know.
I'm sure
and then,
I'm sure that's right.
And go from there. No one else is, from what I know, no one else has inquired about this one.
Was anybody knows, does everybody know? So they will
No,
say, there you go.
yeah. So if we're almost the same thing with the lot behind the Pioneer Building. If we're going to do that for one, we should do it just
Yeah.
straight across the
You're
board.
not wrong, but that's kind of a unique scenario because we've got property on their property that
Right.
isn't supposed to be.
Yeah,
So if they can help us remedy that problem, then I'm good with that.
I don't disagree with
Yeah.
that, but that's kind of a unique scenario that we,
it's kind of like their backyard.
yeah.
So just put this up for bids.
Okay.
Right? Agreed?
It will probably save people money in the long run. anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we're not out to make any money on this deal, just move the property.
Yeah.
Get it to somebody else, I think.
Yeah,
Get it back on the tax roll from somebody else.
that's right.
The thing about sealed bids is, I don't like sealed bids, because if I'm interested in our property, I'd rather just be the high bidder personally, than try to get a sealed bid, because you have no idea where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
No.
And I'd just soon we just have an auction on the damn thing. Have it auction 15 minutes before the meeting, next meeting, right here.
Yeah. Advertise.
And I'll auction it off. You wanna give it? Yeah.
Brittany always said she wanted to be an
Yeah.
auctioneer.
Wait, Brittany does.
You just need to talk to Tabitha and find out what
Yeah,
she says.
I'll talk to Tabitha, give you guys an update via email within the next week or two, and then we'll go from there.
Who lives right north of that?
Booger.
Booker.
Okay. Who lives right east?
Across the street.
Manchester, or
I think Rhonda Manchester lives there.
I think it's Manchester.
Yeah, that is Manchester.
One of Brockville houses.
Well, Christie had that. We sold it to that Manchester.
But didn't Monson have one?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Christie owned that, the last owner before. It's one of Christie's houses I hadn't had to refurbish, thank God.
Now, this is zoned residential, is that correct?
Yes. I was like, I think it should stay on this side here, unless I cut it off. Cut it off when I was
Yeah, I
doing
think
it.
you did.
It should be residential.
Okay.
Okay.
Any more?
No.
Well, that wasn't a lot.
Well, then I have another
Okay,
donation
yeah.
for Park Bench.
Get the bid, that wasn't a lot.
Okay, that's the next thing on the agenda.
Yes.
Park bench donation.
Lauren Collier Swindler reached out and she wanted to put a bench in the park for Augusta May Lumpkin Collier. She wants to pay paid to have it put in there. She just didn't know if you guys were agreeable to it, or if you had a certain type of bench that she wanted, that you would want her to purchase.
all the benches down there are the same, so he just gonna
If
get,
there's metal,
yeah, plastic cover, metal pipe, you know,
Just like what's in the letter.
yeah, out in
Yeah.
front of the library.
She just wants a plaque on it, you know, that says in memory of.
So the other ones, we just set the bench on a concrete thing and put the plaque in concrete out in front of it so you could read it.
Would you guys be agreeable to that?
That's a great idea.
I think so.
Yeah, do you have a place in mind where,
At the park?
yeah, park?
Wherever she wants it.
Yeah,
She
sense
is
for
working,
school.
she was talking with, Jane Gent is her relation, and, Jim Kirkendall, so they were gonna go down and look at somewhere. Jane is gonna be in town next week, and then stop by and talk more about it. So,
All right.
Sounds good.
What's the Brett Decker, what's the request there?
He has purchased, the old Andrea Wilkinson property.
Oh, do you want to use?
He was wanting to use the employees and the trucks to clean out the yard and to clean out the house.
You're opening a can of worms there.
Oh, boy.
I completely. I mean, we can charge hourly wages for our employees, keep track of gas, all those things, but that could be,
There's people for hire that.
Yeah,
There's people that earn a living doing that.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
I say no.
I think you open a big can.
Well, you did it for him, just because he was a cop, you did it for him.
Consensus of the council to decline? Request,
Yes.
consensus? Consensus?
I don't think we should do it.
That's a no for the
Yeah.
council to decline.
It's a long way around the loop.
You're not in favor of
Trace
the
is a
request.
little, it's one of the littlest words in the English
I
language.
says no.
There you go.
Okay, Ty?
No.
No? No. Request denied.
I think for obvious reasons.
The roofing bids, this is for here.
this is just from Shelato Roofing. We have one bid to do the city shop skylights, which needs to be done. It is leaking in there, and with all this rain, it's making a very slippery, hazardous mess at the city shop. And the other one is the bathrooms at the park, which are also leaking pretty bad. And a lot of stuff is blowing in there because there's a hole, so.
It was out for bid.
So the initial bid for the park this was done a while ago. This one for the city, the skylights, I don't believe was, no.
You had to put a date on
Oh, we just got this yesterday for the skylights for the shop.
Does anybody else do it? Bids on? Or just our only option?
I think this would be our only option to get things done quickly. Billy Davis would probably be able to do it as well. He's just extremely busy. I've been waiting 5 weeks for a estimate on the library door still, just because he's not around very much. He's very busy, so.
Not a priority.
If it's a smaller job, I just don't think that's
They're not- The guys that are busy are not interested.
right.
And it's not out of line at all.
No.
The skylight bid is $700. I'd like to have a motion to approve for the skylight bid.
it. So moved.
Second. Moving seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The 414 bathhouse tear off removal, $1199.83. I wouldn't go up there for that.
The gal who's been cleaning as well, said that it's just terribly dirty in there because those holes in the bathroom. So that would help her tremendously.
All right.
So,
Need a motion to
So
approve.
moved.
We did it. Move seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carried. See the library raises that they recommended? Any questions, council?
I've got a few.
Okay.
Are they city employees?
Technically, yes. They are managed by the CKLS.
Yeah.
But they, just like the rec commission, have to have someone above them. So that is what the city does. We just,
Is this their money or our money?
Ours.
It's coming out of their.
it's coming out of their budget, and they get their budget from the mill levy. They have their own mill.
Because my first reaction is that they should fall under our
Pay scale.
pay scale.
My wife's on that board now. And, you know, they give bonuses, which are sometimes pretty substantial bonuses. I said, if they wanted to be under our umbrella, which they indirectly are, then they've got to follow everything all our other employees have to follow.
Yeah.
And I think if they thought about it that way, they might want to just leave it the way it is. Because like, do they get any insurance from this?
Only Joanna does because she's technically the only full-time person,
Okay,
and they reimburse us for that. So we pay for it. We pay the bill every month, but then she writes us a check back from the library to reimburse us for her health
It's as
insurance.
if they're good.
Mhm.
But the same, yeah, we should use our pay scale on years of service. That's my thought.
okay, now, explain this insurance to me again. How the money changes hands.
We pay the insurance directly for everybody, and then they give us a check back for what we pay for Joanna.
Why?
That's just how it's always been done. I don't know, I can't answer it.
I'm not sure, but I think that's just an agreement that the library has with the council.
Because that's almost
Since
like,
we pay
she
her
would be considered a department head, right? Probably.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so if we pay her insurance and then she reimburses us, that would be like saying we pay Rick's insurance, but Rick has to reimburse us.
But their budget is outside of ours.
Yeah,
Yes.
Then why are we, oh,
they have a separate mill to operate.
okay,
They have separate budgets. That's why they're that way.
Okay.
We're basically their account.
runs through us,
Runs
okay,
through us.
okay,
So if this is within their budget, we don't have to use our pay scale on there.
Right.
okay.
So
If there's some, you know, they had, now, girls, correct me if I'm wrong, they back pay,
That is what they're wanting to do with this raise. They are wanting us to retro pay them back to January 1 for the difference of what they have been making to what their request is now.
why does their year not start January 1?
They had these figures for January 1.
They did.
They weren't presented to the library board, if I understand correctly, until just recently.
and what we've done in the past, when we've done that retroactive, you just figure out what difference is and you make that. a
Yeah, right,
one-time
what they're
Yes.
owed.
Mhm.
Right.
It's a one-time bonus and then the new pay scale starts.
Right.
Comments, council? I recommend that we handle it that way. Approve their numbers, and if they want to do that, still out of there.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Need a second? Anybody else want to talk about it?
I just don't know.
That's exactly the way I.
You know, you hate to question it because that's why they have a board. At the same time,
Yeah, it's their budget.
it's their budget.
Mhm.
My only concern is this person has been here for 4 years. And that would be the same amount as the new hire.
See,
The new hire.
why they,
Didn't notice that. That's exactly, how long has she been here?
It was 4 years just the other day.
Well, Diane's been there, and Casey would have been there a lot longer than that.
Yes. That is what the city starts people out at right now.
The Sherry,
I can't help it.
how were her hours
That's weird.
compared to Diane and Kay?
A lot more.
Sherry's a lot more?
Yes. She's the second. Like Joanna's there the most, and then it's followed up by Sherry. And then the time that Sherry's not there, it's like supplemented with Kay and Diane.
I would think Sherry ought to be a dollar an hour.
I think she ought to be as much as, I think she ought to be as much as Diane and Kay. Of course, they've been there longer, but she has more responsibility.
Right. She works more hours in a week.
Yeah, and then she'd be making exactly the same amount per hour as a new employee.
I don't like that.
We wouldn't do that.
That's what our lifeguards are getting.
Yeah,
I think you ought to approve her a dollar more, because that put her right between them.
well, what were they last year?
That I don't know.
Is that up to
I would
their
have to
board
look
or is
into
that
that.
up to us?
It's up to them.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
if I had a say in that, they'd follow the city's pay scale.
Yeah.
Not one's right, and one's wrong.
yeah,
but
they
a
can't,
board-
they
but a
can't
board
have,
having
they
a-
can't have the best of both worlds. I'll bring that up at home.
So,
Let,
Postpone it 30 days on that matter
until we get some information back. from
that
the
is up to you. I do know that I've had a couple calls from them asking when it would be taken into effect.
Well, whenever we take it into effect, whatever's in the rears will be bonus.
Right.
Right.
So whether it's, I mean, next pay period is the 15th, so maybe by the end of the month, because we'll have a meeting on the 22nd for payroll on the 30th.
Will they have a time to make that decision themselves?
They should,
They'll have a meeting.
between them.
Sure.
That's a thought.
They clear the waters.
Sure.
Shall we table this until Dawn can get back?
Yeah. They don't meet this week, you might not know. They don't meet this week, do they? I think they meet next week.
Next,
I think it's next.
I think it's next week.
Motion dies due to the lack of a
Right.
second. You want to make a motion to table this till we get more information?
So moved.
And the motion now is to table this to the next meeting for more information. Been moved and seconded to table it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Tahoe repairs?
Yeah, so about a month ago, there was a little whoopsie doodle. Tahoe backed into Jamie's GMC. It does not, we have not met our deductible, so this would be completely out of the pocket for the city. Just need a motion to approve those repairs so we can get Mace's Body Shop on.
And where did that, what that come from?
So for
1563.
that was for the GMC is 1563, the Tahoe is 1904.21. I think there's two
We
different
need
ones
to
in
vote.
there.
We need to vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Bless you.
Let's do the one first. Let's do the Tahoe bid. Any questions on the Tahoe bid of 1904?
No.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the Tahoe bid for 1904-21. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. The GMC bid, where is that?
It's,
It's gone back there.
I want to say it's 15.
1563.
I make the motion for 1563.66.
Second.
Second, moved and seconded on the GMC for that amount of money. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. And there's that another number, request to purchase property.
Nope, I just added, I moved Mickey's up to while we were talking about property.
That concludes our new business. Rick, you have anything to bring to the council?
Well, I got my first summer help kid working, he's working out good. Brad, before he started, he's working out good too, so. We just have a lot of stuff going on. If you guys got any questions, I don't even know where to start. Don't think we got any problems, but the pool house is coming along real nice. We got a few more things to do to that.
Complaint on slick floors.
Yeah.
I've gotten a hold of Ken Maydew, and he said he put down the required amount that was in the original blueprints on the slick surface, but evidently it's slick.
It's slick.
So we ordered the
So-
paint today and we're gonna go in, put a few of us together on the 19th after they close. And we're gonna go in and dry the floor up good, because they're not open the 20th. We're gonna get it painted.
Okay.
With acrylic with some like sugar sand or
Yeah, a
something in
little
it, you know.
slightly abrasive.
Something that's not real abrasive to your
Yeah.
feet, but won't let you slip too much.
Okay.
Brian ordered that today, so.
And they're gonna shut down early that Friday and then be closed all day Saturday, hoping that'll give everything enough time to dry out.
But we gotta repaint the mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the company say anything about that?
Yeah, I called and talked to them and they seemed to make it sound like that happened often and they were more than happy just to give us 2 cans of paint.
Oh, great.
And they said they should be in the mail. So he
Wonderful.
said that's still under warranty. You just bought that within so many years.
Excellent.
It just needs time to cure as well. So I think doing the floor of the bathhouse and the mushroom at the same time
Yeah,
couldn't
they
have
were-
worked out better.
Kids coming back with fiberglass in their hands.
Oh, shit. Not
So
good.
it's
Not
wrapped in
good.
duct tape. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's duct taped. And it's held.
Yeah.
It is held.
Anybody have any other questions for Rick, Don, Chris?
No. No.
Tracy, Ty?
No.
Everett? Okay. Jamie, do you have anything to bring for the council?
Yeah, we have a vehicle that got rammed Friday night during a chase. And that's the old patrol car. I can't tell you what year it is for sure anymore. I think it's 2013, I think is what it is. And so it's got front end damage. It's still drivable and everything, lights and everything work on it. It's just front bumper section got rammed into.
So they won't total it, wouldn't be totaled, you don't think?
You know, they'll have luck doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's underneath of it. Didn't get the radiator or anything. Just like I said, just got the bumper cover more than anything. So I'll have Stu take a look at it. And get us an estimate. The highway patrol was the accident, so I told Brittany if she needed a copy of the report for that. The gentleman's sitting in jail right now, so I don't think he had insurance on his vehicle, so one of those things. And then we had another one, the brakes acted up, it's getting worked on, should be done tomorrow. And then Josh's car, all on the same day, had the siren box go out, so we get that repaired, so.
You guys got horses?
I was wondering if cyber trucks are as tough as they look, because they're not motorcycles.
But,
Yeah.
the
The
gentleman
electric
kind of
scooters.
made a beeline for the Tahoe when I was parked.
Oh,
So I
really?
was sitting there kind of like, okay, so, but he decided at the last moment not to do that, so I'm glad of that. So, anyway, but yeah, it was one of them that he drove across the lot of Jeans like at 50 miles an hour. Where people, you know, this is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it was busy. So, we had, you know, the sheriff's officers after him, and Fred had pulled in and then got hit and then got out of his vehicle. The gentleman decided to try and get him too, so. There'll be some charges coming down, so anyway, so.
Anybody have any for Jamie?
The other thing I've got, the kids are doing wonderful with the scooter and bicycles.
I see a lot of them with helmets on.
How many, average about 4 or 5 a day, giving out, you know, just the bucks to them, so.
That's good.
I'll just go up to the pool and I'll slide safety bucks in every helmet this week.
'Cause I drove by the swimming pool yesterday, and every scooter up there had a helmet hanging from it, so.
Awesome.
And it's been good, the kids hauled it, you know, Josh, me, Decker, you know what I'm saying, so.
I think in our neighborhood, the rules have changed. The kids are looking for you guys now.
We've
One
got,
time-
Sweet, that's cool. That's
We
good.
appreciate the speaker.
Melissa got a complaint today that one little girl been trying to get us to pay attention to her. And we're not around, so I guess we're gonna have to find out. I know the kids have been great with it and stuff. So,
We've gotten a lot of good donations.
Yeah, we got a $500 donation to the safety store from the Bank Road Highway.
so we're thinking about having like a
Grand prize drawing.
quarterly drawing or something, and use that money for that.
I'm gonna come look at these.
So the backup car, is that the Crown Vic or is that the Charger?
No, that's a Charger, we don't have a Crown.
Crown Vic's.
Crown Vic's gone. The other old Charger we had, it's out the Newport.
That's,
Yeah.
that was, okay.
Yeah, that was a 2007, and then we had the 2010 was the Crown Vic, and we got rid of it, so.
So are you and Decker sharing? Are you going back and forth, or what do you guys do?
So there's a visor light that Decker bought that I'm using in mine.
And the
Sirens still work,
I see.
but no lights. The control switch is out on it, so we're gonna have to get a whole new
No,
box.
only box on, so.
Okay. Excellent job, guys, of that safety program. Good deal. Everett, you have anything for either one? Ty, Tracy, Don, Chris? Brittany, do you have anything else for the council?
I do. If you guys see in your packet, there is a resignation letter in there from Mark. He wanted you guys to have something official to say his last day. He is hoping to be June 30th as long as everything works out. With that being said, I did get an email from the league. They have a program for employees who've been there for a long time. They'll give you like a plaque or something for years of service. It just gave me an idea. So I talked to Jerry Blank about making Mark one and having a little goodbye party for him just down here in the Schrader Cake Ice Cream towards the end of June, just to say thank you if you guys would be agreeable to do that.
Sure.
Jerry's gonna make him a little trophy with the custodian on it with a mop and a broom. Yes, so that's fun. We got the roof replaced at the library. It is still leaking pretty bad. We've had them come twice now to come and look at it. We are waiting for someone else to come and look now. The big guy is coming to see what's going on. It's leaking right at their book drop, so the tiles there are just terrible. They're about to fall down. So I went through and I looked. There's like 25 tiles that need to be replaced over there. Having the new roof now, if it's not gonna leak, it'd be nice to see where it is leaking, because now you can't tell because they're all so stained up.
So they weren't replaced after the roof?
No.
But they're still not.
Yeah, there's still a portion of it that needs to be fixed, but I would like to maybe get all the
We'll just take
Ones
them out,
replaced,
See where they come.
so
Yeah,
we
just
can
take 'em out.
see.
Take them out.
I've gotten some camera quotes to put cameras at the pool, out at the golf course. I'm waiting for a couple more quotes from people. Greg is looking at someone else just so we can, it's very costly to put cameras at the pool and at the park and everywhere, so still working on that. Speaking of the pool, we also got the quotes for the shades. So for a 16-foot one, it's $7,500, which that's the smallest one you can get. And we were looking at 2 ones because there's so much concrete out there. They start at 75 and go all the way up to 15 grand per shade. So a thought, maybe a reevaluate of what other options we could do instead of, or maybe just one, or that's where we're at with those.
You guys got tarps down there now, don't you?
Yeah, let's go look at that.
There's a lot of concrete there.
That's something I'm just asking, like Cade Maxwell or the Stansberry guys could put something together for us
Possibly.
with a heavy duty canvas over it, you know.
And we
I
can
mean, you
look at-
want it to look like the others.
Well, I didn't mean anything
Yeah, yeah,
different,
yeah.
but just the local guys, they're pretty handy.
Yeah.
You know. He does,
Yeah.
yeah.
For cattle.
Yeah, we can get some local
Yeah.
bids and.
Get a couple
Yeah.
scratchers while we're out there.
Outdoor bars
Salt block.
and restaurants in Phoenix, they've got a mesh that's, you know, water will go through it, it don't hold water, but it's a sunshade.
Right.
And it's stretched and it's spring tight. It's,
Mhm.
you know, they don't have big sag them. They're
That's the way these ballparks are. They have them too.
Yeah. Something like that. You know, it's cool season, so you don't take it down.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, one would be better than none.
Yeah.
Are they a stainless steel material, framework or something?
It's the same exact ones that are down there.
Vacuum.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're-
steel.
Steel and
Well, it's probably stainless.
the biggest thing with those is they have to be, we should have thought and put them in before putting the concrete in, because now they would have to be outside the
They're gonna be
fence
outside the fence.
and coming over.
But who would have thought it?
Anyway, I think they rivet it and make it look right.
And the last thing I have is we applied for the transit grant for the next fiscal year and we received all of the funds that we asked for. So
Awesome,
yes, that will keep on going.
thank you. Don, you have anything for Brett? Chris, Tracy?
No.
Anything for Brittany, Ty?
No, sir.
Ever? Good job, thank you. Melissa, do you have anything to bring for the council?
The only thing, the software company that we were talking about last time, he is going to be able to zoom in at the next meeting. If everybody can plan on that.
Okay.
That has questions. Otherwise, that's all I got.
Anybody have anything for Melissa? No. Chris? No. Tracy?
No.
Ty?
No.
Ever?
Nope.
Tab's not here. Chris, you want to go first?
Sure. I got a real random laundry list here. Rick, means we got some summer help starting. I've noticed some of these ditches while I was down there looking where the incident took place with Jamie, but some of these ditches look like they're starting to get overgrown. Can we look at some of those, like the big drainage ditch that runs by the apartments and every year?
We did them all today.
You already did them?
We already did them.
Oh, that's all right.
Never mind.
Look at that
Yeah, he's on it.
Telepathic.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the, switching gears here, when we were talking about that
Yeah.
alley that's actually a street that runs north and south, like between Jim Moss's Skip Over Miller's old building and Melvin Champ, that's currently dirt, which I think James just graded that, and I heard it looked really nice, which that's good. When that landowner was in here with his concerns, I think it was brought up that we could put rock on that to help remedy the situation where they're going up and down that alley, which is a street. And I don't think we've done anything with that yet. And that, from what I understand, they're okay with putting asphalt millings down that thing. Is there any reason why we couldn't? Don't we have a surplus of those?
No, we're about out of them. And,
You can get some on Colfax when you mill that up and redo it. I'm just saying.
I thought we got a whole bunch of those.
It
off
ain't
that
fixed itself.
off that work grind.
They put all that back into, well, we had a pile of it, but they took all the old concrete and it was all mixed together.
No.
It was junk, and we've used that.
How about the buildings at off our runway that wound up here on county property?
Yeah, we gave all that away.
How about asking for some back?
That stuff,
Give you some.
you might as well just have him put asphalt down, because that stuff, you gotta shoot it with oil, you gotta chip seal it, or else it just washes away. It's terrible.
The first time you have to move snow, it's gone.
I mean, water just washes it. The only way that stuff will stay, go look out by Dave Stewart's, the road leading to South City limits. They'll put that stuff on that road 5-6 times, and it ended up in the ditch. We went in and put it down and oiled it, just like we do asphalt.
It turned
chip
out real
sealed
well.
it, and we haven't done anything with it for 3 years. It's not a great road, but at least it's there.
Yeah.
Well, we made an obligation to that gentleman, I think we probably need to fulfill.
What would happen if we just buy the rock from him and lay it, have him come in there with his belly dump and windroll it?
I think he's willing to work with us, but I mean,
And then just charge us the price of that and we'll lay it.
I drove by there this evening before I came here and, you know, somebody had to go down it, which was wrong, of course, but it, you know, it, or they probably went down it yesterday or the day before, I don't know, but it, you know, all the work that James did to shape it up,
Gone.
it's gone. But, whatever we can do to,
Okay,
I think we
I'll
need.
figure out the best way to do it. I'll talk to him. see
And talk to
if he'll-
him, he's
Yeah.
willing to work with us, I think we just need to fulfill what we promised to him.
I
Have
agree.
him bring the rock, you know, we laid it.
Whatever
Well, I
works.
had him take a belly dump down to the plant, it was $800. I laid it and it went, 50 yards.
Hmm.
Yeah. It went quite a ways. I would think a couple of dumps would probably do it, maybe 3. Not the whole way, but it down sure get past each building.
So you will visit with him and then
I will.
plan together?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll do it.
The last thing I had, and I think you're involved in this too, Rick, maybe. The commissioners have been engaged on the South City Limit Street situation, and Mr. Gwyneth has been working on trying to get some grants put together and working with Wilson Architecture out of Salina. And I spoke to him this afternoon. I'm just kind of the liaison between you and him, I guess, because he didn't know how to get hold of anybody. But there's a Zoom meeting, I believe, Thursday morning with Wilson at 8:30. Are you aware of this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Rick went to the commissioner meeting the other day and,
today,
last
No,
week,
Last Monday.
last Monday.
last Monday, yeah. And yeah, so we got a Zoom meeting set up and agreed to go 50/50 on it.
And that's 2 out of 3 is already taken care
Yeah.
of. Jeez.
I'm just
Gee,
behind times.
You're working too hard.
So that's the next thing. I mean,
Great.
as a city, you know, that's half ours.
Now,
Do we have means of, I mean, we don't have any estimates yet at this point, so we can't even say, but, I mean,
So,
what
talking
do
to
we know
them,
at this point? Is it even doable within our,
depends on how much grant money's out there.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're talking about initially 3 blocks. They want to go all the way to the concrete plant, which I agree. Because you're gonna have to put some kind of storm drains in there, just like we did on New York Street. It's gonna have to all run to the east. So I think it's stupid not to go to the concrete plant. If that thing stays open and they're running full concrete trucks out of there, then you're just gonna have another
Yeah.
quarter of a mile of road that's beat to crap, you know? I don't know, we'll just have to let Wilson and Company do their thing, and
so we know there's gas line, we know there's fiber optic, right?
Yeah, and they're both
it's
shallow.
over in the north ditch.
They'll have to move.
We have an 8-inch water line runs down that whole south city limits, but that's deep enough that,
Yeah. Okay, so you're aware of everything. I didn't realize that, but that's good. So do you plan on attending that meeting then?
I do.
Okay, perfect. And that concludes what I had.
Tracy, do you have anything, Renfro County?
No, Chris took all my time.
Don, do you have anything?
Yeah, I've got one. We had a merchant come in one day last week about having merchants sponsor a free day at the pool. And we talked in length today about it and how we would do it. They wanted, that people have already shown interest in wanting to do it. And we would definitely not pick a weekend, but a day during the week that, and then we would decide how much does the pool bring in, or count so much per head, or just say sponsor a day at the pool for $150. How's that sound?
Sounds cheap.
Does anybody know what the average for kids is up there?
No, we talked about that today, and it's virtually impossible to come up.
Yesterday it was packed.
Yeah, because but a lot of those kids would, I mean, the fact that they probably already have their season tickets isn't gonna make any
Yeah.
difference. But, you know, and I think it's a good thought to think about a family of 4 that they might not be able to swing it for the whole family to come to the pool for a day, if that was possible. You know, so I think, and since people apparently are willing to do it, I'd say, get it out there and let's go for it.
Yeah.
What are you waiting on?
What are we waiting on, girls?
We'll do it.
There you go.
Because there has been interest shown already.
All right, good.
Okay, and we talked about the floor. We talked about the shade. I think that's about all I've got right now.
Well, there's another thing too, Don. They put a stop sign in, they made a 4-way stop.
Oh, yeah, the 4-way stop, and I don't know my streets, the east corner,
Yeah.
northeast corner of the pool.
Locust.
Locust. Yeah, Don had said there's some cars going down there awful fast. And they're gonna, you know, we got angle parking in there now. So they're just gonna have to get used to it. If mom and dad are gonna come in and park, they gotta come in from the west. Because that's the way it's handled. And the grass looks like the rye's coming real good about the buffalo.
Yeah. Anything else, Don?
No, that's it.
Everett? Ty?
No, sir.
Good meeting, guys.
I have one more thing that I forgot to say. Wilson and Company is about to start our water lines. They're the transmission lines. It goes over 36 tracts of land where it's coming to. They don't have copies of all the easements. So we could do a title search, but like I said, it's like $225 a tract to do that. We wouldn't get title insurance anyway because we aren't purchasing. Would you guys be agreeable to letting me do the search
For,
for all those easements?
yeah, I know you know how to do it. You want to have a little extra compensation.
I'll just do it during my day. I mean, if you guys are okay with that, it's just,
I got a question about that while we were talking about that. I just got asked today. So on all those lines that are hooked up for free customers, are those gonna be hooked back up?
If we're on their land, that was the original easement.
Okay, I was just asked today.
I would say it would be.
Because,
We're gonna stay on their land, that's,
so right now, is there 3 days a week they said they get water and there's a couple they don't?
who?
I just what a guy told me. I'm
The
not
people
gonna.
with the hydrants for the cattle?
Yeah,
The only time they get water is when our
when the
our
pump, that's what I was,
wells are running.
I said, that's it.
That's all controlled by our water tower and our clear well.
Okay, I got another question, because he asked me this. Can he buy water off that line if it's coming through there?
Why would you if it's already?
Well,
What the question I'd like to have answered is, we're gonna abandon the 12 and the other one, or the 8. We'll have 3 lines through there. Why can't we send treated water down our old line, one of either the 8 or the 12, and let people hook onto it and sell it? Just like you're in town.
But, right, that'd be a good source of revenue, but would that defeat the purpose of why we're abandoning them anyway, because they're old?
Well, for pressure lines, for supply lines, yes, but for service lines, it changes from a supply line to a service line.
What's the difference?
Well, you're bringing raw water in from the wells that feeds the whole town. That will just feed a handful of people.
With 60 pounds of
they'll
pressure?
have pressure.
Well, I know, but we've never had any problems on the 12-inch above, we've never had any problems on the 12-inch anytime. It's the 8-inch that's been a problem in the valley.
Because it's 60 years newer.
Well, yeah,
For one thing.
but I mean, I'm talking about just in that area, that anybody that has that, I think we ought to be able to say, it's not going to build a new house, sell them a meter, let them go.
That's doable.
That's what I'd like to do.
I think that's a question for Wilson.
Yeah,
yes.
While we're, we vaguely spoke about adding a few hydrants. I don't know what the scope of this first project is, as in fire hydrants. Make sure we don't forget about that, whatever this process is. What's his name from Wilson?
Drew,
Oh,
done.
That's
huge. We, like off topic, spoke about adding a few fire hydrants between here and there, if you recall. And I don't think they're plotted for it, but he said, oh, that's totally doable. And if you guys agree, I think we still should. And,
Didn't we even kind of decide where we wanted?
Yeah, I had like
Greg Greg Metz was here, and said, told us where, they were putting them every 2 miles.
Yeah. he
Not
had
Greg
that.
Metz.
Nick,
Or,
Yeah,
Doug,
Doug
Doug.
Metz.
yeah.
maybe I don't recall correctly. I didn't think it was actually plotted to do that, but if it is, great. But if not, let's make sure we don't forget about it.
I think it was gonna have to depend on whether or not the funding was available.
Right.
Well, I mean, and I don't think we need 10 of them, but
Right.
something, a couple or 3 or whatever between here and Gaylord. For one, it could be a lifesaver, and 2, it might even help the city's ISO rating for fire response. So I think we should at least investigate it and make sure at least we do a few if we can.
Yeah, it'd be non-treated water, and if you have an emergency, you can kick the wells on at any time to have.
And even if the
water.
county was packing roads, it'd be whatever.
Yeah,
I just think it'd be the time to do it. So don't forget.
That's why I
Yeah.
want to sell it, turn like, sell it.
If it's doable.
I know.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna sell gators there. Anyway, I need a motion to adjourn. Thank you, everyone. Very good meeting.
So move.
So moved and seconded.
Boone seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Thank you.
These meetings have to be short. I can't sit down.
Let's go check the firehouse stuff.